Hey, hey there. Hey, good morning. It's Saturday. It is 27 July, year of our Lord 2024, and I am doing a bit of a practice run here. I need to do a video for BayRock, and I've been working on it, but I haven't done it yet. So this is going to be a test drive. So I'm posting this live streaming because I need to practice. So if you're watching, if I'm interrupting your Saturday morning, I apologize. You can turn it off, but it is a test. So if you are watching on Facebook, YouTube, LinkedIn, Twitter, X, if you're there, you might as well just leave a comment below and let me know about the audio. I've got some fans going because of my studio today. We're in Houston, Friendswood, and it has been a terrible rainy. We got 3.9 inches of rain. So let me just show you the studio. This is the studio. This is in my house. It's my studio at the house. But below down there, there's some water that came in from the rain. We got 3.9 inches of rain at Brazos Bend State Park this week in one day. So anyway, that's that. So if you hear terrible audio, that's why. It shouldn't be too terrible, hopefully. Let me get the mic a little closer. So this is a test drive. Before I do that, though, I want to show you. I mentioned we got 3.9 inches of rain in one day in the Brazos Bend State Park. So this is some video I took just a couple days ago, and it was a very rainy day. I can't remember which day we got so much rain, but it was a very rainy day and the sun came out for a minute, so I jumped on my motorcycle and went. Actually, we were in the car. Connie and I were in the car, and these bucks have been running around the park at Brazos Bend. We got there, I think, we got there in May, the end of May or beginning of May, and I have not seen one buck for most of the time we've been there. But this week I've seen these bucks. There's like 4 pretty good sized bucks, and they stay together and they're running around, and I've seen them throughout our loop and throughout Brazos Bend State Park. So they just stood there and let me take some video, which was cool. Again, it was a very rainy day, but anyway, that was something I thought I'd share. You can tell if you look at the deer, they're very wet. So uh-oh, I went to the wrong place. Let me see here. Okay, hold on. There we go. Back on screen. Okay, this is a test. So I'm kind of playing. I'm pushing some buttons again. If you see, I've got this machine right here that I push buttons on, and it takes me from place to place and scene to scene. And I've been tweaking the technology. So this is a test drive. I've got lots of technology going on here. So I'm going to get started. The first thing I'm going to do is jump into the next scene, and this is the way I will start the video. I'll do an introduction. I will talk about the reason that we use the technology that we use at BayRock. And so I want to introduce my clients to the tools that we use. And I have so many pieces of technology in our tech stack at BayRock. It's going to take more than one video. So anyway, you'll notice over there, there's a list of talking points. So if this works, I'm going to hit a button, and the button should take me to the next talking point, and the next talking point will show up, and that's RightCapital. This is the financial planning software that we use, which I love. We can use lots of different financial planning software, but I like RightCapital for lots of reasons. I use it with my students at the University of Houston, at the Bauer College of Business, to help them create a holistic financial plan. We do some cool things with that. So when I hit the button, it changed the scene, it moved the talking point down, it changed the lower third, so that's all good. And there should be a video just looping in the middle. that gives a very brief highlight of RightCapital, what it does. It helps you visualize and manage your financial goals. It's a very collaborative tool. Again, I really like RightCapital. This is not an ad. I'm not an affiliate. I don't get anything if you decide to subscribe to RightCapital, but it is the tool, the premium financial planning tool that we make available for our clients. And I also make it available for the students in my personal finance course at the University of Houston. So that's that. So now I'm going to hit the next button, which should take us to the next topic, which is Advyzon. And each time I do this, if I set this up right, each time I do this, there will be a new marker. So if you ever watch a video on YouTube and you see the timeline, that's a very cool feature, I think, because you can click on the timeline. So if this works, then when I hit next topic, it will also pop in a marker. So if you're watching this on YouTube, you'll be able to click on that marker and it should be titled Advyzon Reporting. So that looks like it worked. Advyzon is one of many tools I've used in my time in wealth management. When I was at Morgan Stanley, Morgan Stanley spent like $1 billion over a couple of years to do a merger with Smith Barney. And in the process, they spent like $1 billion working on their technology just for kind of reporting. So when I became an independent fiduciary advisor, when I set up BayRock, I was very eager to find a tool that would replicate what I was able to use at Morgan Stanley. I loved the outputs of the tools at Morgan Stanley, but they were so difficult to use from a user perspective as a financial advisor. So I love Advyzon. It's a great tool, pretty reasonably priced. It's not cheap. None of these tools are cheap, but it does the job. And so I'm going to be sharing with my clients and prospective clients why we use Advyzon and what's in it for you. So that's a video. Each of these tools will be separate videos, but this is just an introduction of the tools that we're using. So, and this is a practice test drive for me. So I'm going to hit the next button, and the next button will hopefully take us to nitrogen, which is the next topic on the list. Nitrogen, it used to be Riskalyze. So if you're a financial advisor and you're connected with me on LinkedIn, you've seen me post lots of cool things. I think they're cool. I think Riskalyze is a very cool tool, and I was an early adopter. So we've had Riskalyze working in the background at BayRock Financial since the beginning. And it's just a tool. You take a 5-minute survey, and that 5-minute survey, I should put the link here. If you go to knowrisk.com, that's KNOW risk.com, not NO risk, but KNOW. It'll take you right to the page where you can take my 5-minute risk survey. I'm going to update that so that when I do this video live, it will be there. I'm actually doing it live, but this is a practice run. So thanks for watching. Nitrogen, I hit the button, I moved down on the talking points. It changed the lower third. It also changed the video that's playing in the middle, which is just a looping video about nitrogen. It used to be Riskalyze. They changed their name recently to Nitrogen. And so, yeah, please leave a comment. This is a test, me test driving the tools. Setting up a video to live stream is something I'm learning to do. I hate doing post-production, edits after I produce a video. It's a lot of work, and I just don't like it. And it's expensive to hire somebody to edit videos. So what I'm doing is live streaming, and I have the tools set up to do it so that I can make a cool video. At least I hope it's cool. I was telling my wife, Connie, about what I was doing today, and she let me know. By the way, that's another tool that I have. Did it work? Yes. I can actually write using this pen. It's not an Apple pen, but anyway. My wife accused me, and it was very kind and sweet this morning. We were talking about what our day looked like, and I told her I was working on this video, and I told her about this new set of tools that I'm using, and she said, sometimes, Jim, your videos are, the message, she said, gets overwhelmed with all the moving parts. That was initially a little bit of a painful comment, but she was right. So one of the things I'm doing in this video that you may not notice, you wouldn't notice, but when I hit this button, we're just focusing this whole screen. Everything you see on the screen is focused on this one technology tool. So that required a whole different setup for the way that I prepare for this live stream, but I think it's going to be better. And I appreciate my wife's input, even though it's sometimes painful. I want her to say, Jim, your stuff is so awesome, but I know she's right. There's so many things I could improve, but this is my attempt at improving it, and that's why I want to do a test drive. So I'm going to hit the next button and go to the next topic, which is intelligent portfolios. And when I do this video for realsy, I will be much more focused than I am right now. I'm having fun today. It's Saturday. The grandkids are inside. Now, one thing I did just notice is that I don't have my name tag. There's my name tag. It went away. There it is. I'm making my name tag show up and go away. There we go. So now I have a name tag. So Schwab Intelligent Portfolios, this is another tool that we use at BayRock that we've used from the very beginning. I was really excited. I've been using artificial intelligence in my role as a professor at the University of Houston for well over 10 years, about 15 years maybe. I've been using artificial intelligence. It's come a long way. It continues to rapidly improve. But one of the things that came along a few years back is what we call in the business robo-investing. It's where we use algorithms to manage portfolios. And Schwab has a very robust intelligent portfolio platform, and I've used it with my own money, with smaller clients, and so it's a tool that I want to talk about, and I'll be doing some training and videos and tutorials. I have a potential merger coming up with another firm where they're with Schwab, just like we are at BayRock, much bigger firm than BayRock, but they're not using they're not using these intelligent portfolios at Schwab, and the reason is they just don't know how. So it's one of the things I want to share with other advisors. If you're not using intelligent portfolios, if you're custodying your assets at Charles Schwab, I think you're missing out. Like I said, I'll be doing some more tutorial videos about it, but I'm going to want to just let my clients know, especially our new clients who are the new clients through our BSGL merger, that we have this tool available. I like it. I do. I think it's great. So that's going to be that screen, that talking point, and again, another series of videos that will come in the future. So now, if I can remember which button to push, I'm going to push the next button and go to Calendly Scheduling. So this is a tool I've been using as well since the very beginning of starting BayRock. And from the perspective of a professional who's trying to schedule appointments, I think it's fantastic. There are lots of tools that do this. I use Calendly because I don't know why I use Calendly. It just works. So we're using it to schedule appointments. If you are interacting with me and we're trying to get together, I will just send you a link to Calendly. It's my scheduling tool, and it's branded for BayRock, but it's very efficient. It's easy for you to book an appointment in seconds, and it's easy for me to manage lots of appointments and reschedule if necessary. It's easy for you to reschedule as well. So if you're a client or a prospective client, it's one of the tools that I feel like is valuable. So those are the things I'm going to talk about in this video coming up, which I'll put on, my uniform, and I'll get a little bit more. I'll turn off the fans and I'll get focused, and I'll be ready to move into this video. So now I'm just going to real quick jump through the screens again, the scenes rather, just to see if everything's working. That looks like it worked. So this is where I'll start the video, and then I'll go to the next scene, and I'll put on all this other stuff. Now I have to go to the first, Now we're there. Now I can start hitting my next button and things should work. I'm going to do that real quick. I'm just going to go through these one by one real quick. Again, this is my test drive, so if you're watching and I'm annoying you, please move on. But if you're having fun watching me having fun, then let's have some fun. So then we go to the Advyzon Reporting, talk a little bit about that, and we'll go to nitrogen, otherwise known as Riskalyze. And each time I do this, I should be adding, again, a marker that puts a timestamp in. And I'm going to be checking that real soon, as soon as I finish this. So I am pretty much done. I will probably have an end screen where I will talk about what's next, what BayRock Technology tools will be next. Because like I said before, there are just too many tech tools that to cover in one video. Just to introduce them would take quite a while. So there'll probably be 3 BayRock Technology videos just introducing the tools, and then several more training tutorial videos. So I'm going to go back to the Bucks and just let you look at those very cool, beautiful creatures that live and breathe and roam in the Brazos Bend State Park. All of our state parks have amazing wildlife, but these guys just kind of let me take their picture the other day, this week, and it was a lot of fun. And I've seen them a dozen times since, and they're always together. They're just like a group of bucks, and they're just gorgeous. So pretty good size too for Texas. They're not South Texas deer, but anyway, that's it. I hope you enjoyed our little video letting me test drive. So many things I got to go check now to see how this thing got sent out, what kind of signal we had. Everything looks like it's working on this side, but I'm going to go check it, and then I'm going to do the actual video. So if you're not already, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. I'm not sure. Let's see if I can even do that. Can I do that? Yeah, I can do that. I forgot that I had this button. So you can subscribe to my YouTube channel. It's new. It's at Jim Munchbach, and Munchbach has an H on the end. So feel free to subscribe if you want to watch more videos where I will definitely show you more wildlife at the Brazos Bend State Park. So that's the YouTube button. Just again, that's another button. Yes, so I have a couple of buttons I can push to make you. These are my call to action buttons. So let me see, that was that button, and now I want to push this button. I think we should be live streaming to LinkedIn. LinkedIn is my favorite social media platform, and so we are live streaming there. So if you're on LinkedIn and you happen to see this, go ahead and connect with me if you want to have more live stream videos. That's the only kind of video. Well, I try to only do live stream videos because I do not want to get stuck editing videos ever again in my life. So I'm working hard to do this. Let's see. I think that's it. I think that's all the fun buttons I want to push. So let me turn that. Actually, I'm just going to find the end button. There's a button over here where I can finish this recording, and I'm going to finish the live stream now. So thanks again for watching. I'll see you in the next video.